Welcome back to Under Par Acres. If you've been following our channel, you know that we really want to get trails cut through the woods from our house build site all the way to the driving range that we're building. And we've done some work already and made a pretty good trail that gets us about a third to maybe half a way there. But today I'm going to walk through the woods and I'm going to show you all the challenges I'm up against to try to get this project done. Our long-term goal is to have a really nice trail cut all the way through the woods to where we can get the tractor from the house all the way to the big field where we're building the driving range. But by the spring, I'd like to, at the very least, get a bike or walking trail cut all the way through the woods, and possibly something that we could get the Gator through so that we can start using the driving range every afternoon once we move in. We've already cut some really good trails that generally stay nice and dry, but there are areas that get very swampy this time of year. Since we're in the wettest time of the year, I'm going to walk through the entire woods today, and I'm going to really look for where are the dry spots and where are the wet spots to try to figure out the best path to cut the trails further through. When I get to the end of the trail that we previously cut, I come to find that the area I planned on going through and that I previously cut some trees off of is completely saturated and going to be unusable. I probably wouldn't even be able to get the Gator through this area. So I find another spot nearby that's a lot more dry, and while it does have some wet spots on it, they're going to be much more manageable than the previous location. I'm always going to have a few creek beds that I'm going to have to cut through, and this one in particular is the site of where we made one of our very first videos last year, where the kids and I made a bridge to get over this creek. We never got around to actually anchoring the bridge down, however, and unfortunately, it did not survive the flooding rains of the summer. From this location, we're only about 200 yards until we get all the way through the woods and into the driving range. And while there is still plenty of dry spots to walk through, there's also still a lot of swampy areas that we're going to have to navigate, and a couple more creek beds before we can get to the field. But if we're ever able to get this project done, it's going to be completely worth it in the warmer weather when we're able to go to the driving range every day. And all we have to do is navigate our way all the way through this. As you can probably see from today, this is going to be a very difficult project for me to do on my own. I'm very likely going to have to hire somebody, with some real equipment to get back up in here. It's going to likely have to be in a very dry spell of the summertime, but I can at least start working on trying to make a better walking trail to get back there so that in the springtime we can walk there to use the driving range. But anyway, thanks as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If so, hit that thumbs up button for us, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.